Hey everyone, I hope you're all enjoying this year's first episode of ETalk. I'm Jordan Only, and I'm currently coming to you all the way from South Africa. I'm currently studying abroad and I'm having an amazing time. For those of you who haven't studied abroad yet, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to get to know a new culture, experience a campus other than Elon's, and most importantly, it's a great way to get to know oneself. I'm currently studying at Wits University in Johannesburg. The campus is huge compared to Elon, totaling at about 25,000 students. Crazy, I know. At first, it was really hard to get used to the size difference, but after 2 months here, I've actually learned to enjoy it. Plus, my friends and I have gotten used to being called the Americans every time we go out. So far, I've had an amazing experience here and have put together a top 3 list for my experiences in South Africa. My number 3 is hiking up Table Mountain. Last week, I was able to go to Cape Town with my friends for a South African version of spring break. The city of Cape Town is absolutely breathtaking with its amazing ocean views and the ability to see Table Mountain from the majority of the city. We're able to visit Boulders Beach, where there is a colony of African penguins that live on an actual beach. I don't know about you guys, but I thought the penguins were supposed to live in the snow. Still, it was an unexpectedly amazing experience. We're also able to go to the Cape of Good Hope, which is the most southwestern point on the African continent. Along with the Cape of Good Hope was Cape Point, an area where the Indian Ocean and Atlantic Ocean meet. It was absolutely beautiful. We ended our trip in Cape Town by hiking up Table Mountain. It was the hardest hike that I have ever done, however, the view from the top was absolutely breathtaking. It took about 3 hours, but once at the top, you could see all of Cape Town. It's a feeling unlike any other. My number 2 experience was visiting Lion Park, a park outside of Johannesburg that specializes in lions. We drove around and looked at several different game, including zebras, as they are pronounced here, ostriches, and springbok. We then moved on to the lions. I have never been that close to a lion before in my life. Granted, I was in a car, but they literally just walked next to you like you weren't even there. It was crazy. I also got to feed a giraffe, although he didn't really like me all that much. The highlight of that trip was that we got to pet a lion cub. I know, I'm probably crazy for even entering the enclosure, but hey, one's only in Africa once, right? Plus, there were like 3-year-olds petting the lions, so I figured I would survive. It was the coolest experience ever. Lastly, my top experience here was working with Children of Fire, a charity that helps young burn survivors by providing them with food and shelter. The kids range from ages 6 to 14. Working with them was the most amazing experience that I have ever had. We were able to take some of the kids to plays, and were even able to visit young burn survivors in the Johannesburg area. Although a lot of them were in dire situations, they were still some of the happiest children that I have ever met. The joy of these kids was infectious and something that I will never forget. So far, that has been my most rewarding experience while being here and has reminded me of the importance of volunteering and helping those in need. Those are my top 3 experiences so far. Thank you so much for joining me all the way in South Africa. I hope you enjoyed the rest of our show, and I can't wait to get back to the studio in January.